for that chest bump. That was real nice. I recommend it. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Hi. Oh, thanks. Does anyone else need to receive me? Does anyone? Oh, you do. Okay, great. It's nice being here. I am here, so that's nice. Did I say that already? I'm going to tell a story. I got a little story to tell you guys. So loosen up, give me your ears. I'm 11 months sober. Yeah! Okay. Getting a lot of boos lately for that. A lot of boos, a lot of people booing me, a lot of people calling me an asshole, a lot of people, feeling threatened. People feel threatened when I tell, I'm 11 months sober, fuck you, get out of here, a lot of anger. My family's like, yeah, but you can have a glass of wine with dinner, right? You can have a shot of tequila, right, Greg? It's my family. It's my family. 11 months sober. Also, recently single again. Once again, can't hold it together. Can't hold it together. Not part of the show, Greg. Don't talk about that. Okay. So I'm at a bar. I just did a show. I was at a bar a couple weeks ago. And I'm leaving this bar, I'm gonna go home, gonna get my 19 hours of sleep like I do, I don't know what everybody else does, 7, whatever. Then there's this girl by herself at the end of the bar, and she's like a 9. That's 1 away from a 10, okay? So, and I'm just leaving the bar, and I see her by herself, and so I do, this is my, me by myself making a move on a girl at a bar by herself. I do one of these, that's it, that's the whole thing. Didn't work, can't believe it didn't work. And I just leave the bar, and I'm walking home. I walked 6 blocks, I'm walking down the steps to the subway, and my inner voice is like, no! I like this, there's some good echo there. No! Don't turn around, you can do this. You're cool, you're kinda cool, kind of. My inner voice is not that confident about myself. You're kinda cool, just go back and talk to this girl. And I turn around, and I go back and I talk to the girl. But as I'm walking back, the wind is picking up, and a stick hits me in the face. And I'm like, I shouldn't do this, but my inner voice is pretending that it's God, no, you can do this. I'm like, God, yeah, sure, this is God, you can do this, it's in the stars. And I go back, and the girl is still at the bar, and I talk to the girl for 2 hours. I talk to this girl, yeah. 2 hours I talk to this girl. 2 of her friends come. I'm making them laugh. I'm being great. One of her friends, a doodler. She doodles a picture of my head on a dragon's body. I am killing it at the bar, killing it. Then she's like, hey, you want to come across the street to this other bar and come dance with us? And I don't know, most of you probably don't know me, but 1, I'm an excellent dancer. 2, I'm an excellent dancer. This is a little taste of what I got right there. Okay, that's a little bit. So I go to this bar, I'm throwing all kinds of moves out, and then we leave this bar, and it's late, and she's like, oh, we're all going home, and I get into a cab, and I go home, and I'm like, that was awesome, you killed it, you're following your impulses, you don't usually do that. I talk to myself a lot, and the cab is about to get to the bridge to go back into the city, and I'm like, I don't know this girl's name, I don't know her number, she doesn't know my name, she doesn't know my number. And I'm like, hey, cab guy, listen, I gotta go give this girl my number. And the cab guy is 1,000,000% on board. He's like, yes, you must follow your heart. You must follow your heart. And I'm like, oh, it's not really like that. Yeah, I gotta follow my heart. And we're tearing through the streets of Williamsburg trying to find this girl. He's like, is that her? I'm like, that's a bum. You almost hit him. Why doesn't my seatbelt work? And then I see the girl, and I write my name on a napkin and my number, and he's tearing at the girl with the car, and he's honking his horn and flashing his lights, and she's kind of freaking out a little bit. And I roll the window down, I'm like, hey, that's my name and number, I really had a fun time, maybe we can hang out again, and we left. And I'm like, that was the coolest thing I have done ever. That's movie stuff. I'm doing movie stuff. Romantic movie shit. And she texts me the next day. She texts me, yeah. And we make plans to go out on a date. And I got super dolled up to the maximum, which is this. And and we go out on a date. And, turns out she's a raging alcoholic. And guess what? Guess what else? A dominatrix. She works in a dungeon. Real healthy. She's getting hammered. I'm not drinking anything. She's making fun of me for not drinking. She's like, it's really weird you're not drinking. I'm drinking. It's really weird. She's eating like falafel and smashing it on her face. And like smashing it on my face. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, I can make this work. I can make this work. Then we started making out a little bit. And then when we go to her house. This is where it starts to get a little bit graphic. It's a little graphic here. So we're on her couch. We're making out her couch. Making it on the couch. She takes my top off. I'm topless on the couch. I take her top off. Then this gets in. I can't even look at you guys for the rest of this. She takes my pants off. I'm pantsless. My pants are off. I'm fully exposed. I'm exposed on the couch. Then, the dominatrix, no safety word, no nothing, she hits me. But not in the face. Yeah, she hits me, but not in the face. No safety word, she hits me down there. Yeah. Never, no pre-warning, nothing. This is literal. This is how hard she hits me, like this. Yeah, my immediate impulse is I choke her. I go, don't ever fucking do that again, what are you doing? And then I swear to you, this is what she says to me. She gets mad at me. She gets mad at me and calls me a faggot. She goes, I knew you were gay the whole time. And I'm just having a massive panic attack, I don't know if you've ever been called gay in the middle of, like in the middle of straight sex. And I'm just like, my pants are off, I'm naked, I'm just in pain, I'm being called, there's a lot happening, there's a lot going on. And then she kicks me out of her house. She's like, you know what? Just go. At least you got a BJ. Bye. Go. Bye. Like that. I'm just like, what is this happening? In my pants. I'm like leaving. It's like 4:30 in the morning. And the moral of the story, do not follow your dreams. Go home. Sleep it off. Oh, there's a pretty girl at the bar. Sleep it off. Go home, get on the internet for an hour, pass out. You got things to do. You got stuff to do in the morning. Sleep it off. So that's something that happened. Also, I recently was picked up at a bar by a 21-year-old girl. Thank you. Thanks a lot. She was buying me drinks. Yeah, she got me drunk. So this is not that recent. This is 11 months ago, I guess. If you guys are paying attention. And then she says this to me. She goes, you want to walk me home? Do you guys know her? And I was being cool. This is me being cool. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll walk you home. And we get to her door, and she's like, you want to come upstairs for a nightcap? I don't even know what that is. But I'm like, yeah, let's cap this down. I'll cap it. I didn't bring any caps. Do you have caps upstairs? And we go upstairs, and we sit down on a love seat, which is meant for two people to love each other. That's right, to love each other. She turns the TV on, and then she passes out drunk in my lap. Ooh, is right. I'm a gentleman, so part of me wants to just like wake her up and be like, I don't even know you, this is super dangerous. But I put a quilt on her because that's what I like to do. That's what Greg Barris likes to do. I'm Greg Barris. I like it when the super cute drunk girl gets me drunk, takes me home, and then I like to just tuck her in. And then, if I have time, maybe clean the bathroom on the way out. And then text my friends like, I just tucked this bitch in. She is snug as a bug in a rug, bro. She's gonna love this Botox candle I left for her in the bathroom. Smells like acai pomegranate and organic oils. The next day she calls me at 8 a.m., which is very early for me. That's like 4 a.m. for most. I don't even know what time it is for most people. I don't know a lot of people. And she calls me at 8 a.m. and she's like, hey, remember when we made plans last night to go to the beach today? You still want to go to the beach? And I'm just like, who the fuck is this? What's happening? And I pulled myself together. I went to the beach, and she was in a bikini. I was in a bathing suit, and I bought beers. I don't even know it's legal to have beers on the beach, so it's a little dangerous, And we're making out on the beach. there's sand is getting in between us. We're rubbing. It's getting a little abrasive. I was like, babe, careful, back up. It hurts. And then we go our separate ways. And then she calls me at 12:30 a.m. that morning, which is an adult time to call somebody. That's adult time. It's not 12:30 a.m. You make a phone call like, hey, Greg, the puppies, they don't go to sleep. Maybe you can come out. The puppies go to sleep. Don't call me. That's a weird call. And so she calls me at 12:30. She's like, hey, you want to come have a cocktail on the roof? And I'm like, yeah. So I got dolled up again. And I go over there, and she's got some cocktails on the roof. We're having cocktails. And we start making out on the roof. And I have her like propped up against a ledge. Not the ledge of the roof, but a ledge, you know. So the element of danger is there, but it's not dangerous in any way. And then I do my move on her, which I'll share my move with you guys, but it's the appropriate time with a woman. What I do is I will intertwine my legs with a woman's legs, you know, and I get my mouth near a woman's ear, and I reach behind a woman's leg, and well, you know what, let me just get a volunteer. I'll just get a volunteer. I'll just do it by myself. Fine. So what I do... Alright, come here. No, you don't? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I've never actually had a volunteer, for this joke, but so what I do is I will intertwine my legs, and I will reach behind a woman's thigh, and I'll put my mouth near her ear, and as I squeeze, this is so weird. As I squeeze her thigh, I will breathe a bit of I breathe a bit of my essence into a woman's ear, so it's like this, like, out in the sunshine. Okay, there you go. Thank you. This is what she does to my move. And she brushes it off. Right? Boo! And I'm just thinking to myself, what is going on in this relationship? You know, and I'm about to leave. I'm like leaving, I'm gonna walk, I'm getting down her elevator. 21 years old, and she has her own elevator. Anyway, no, that was great. And she looks at me and she goes, you're gonna go? But what happened to all the good kisses? Yeah, the good kisses. This is a lesson. Women want to be like, oh, he was a real creep. He tried to have sex with me on the first date. What a creep. You know what's creepy? The girl you just met looking at you in the face going, what happened to the good kisses? That's creepy. That's like I wake up tied to a chair and someone's cut my hands off and they're holding my hand going, what happened to the good kisses? The ones from the beach? Alright, thanks a lot. Have a good night.